Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 11 episode 1. In the previous video, the Alpha 10 video, I asked, do you want to continue on with Prison-Arcitect? Do you want to see a Alpha 11 series, etc.? And it was a resounding yes from pretty much everybody that commented. So fantastic, here we are on our new plot of land, ready to build our brand new prison. I am still going to stick with the format of building, completing and releasing a prison to yourself in 1 month. I really like that format. It's several advantages. Obviously, it means we don't spend 4 months building a prison, and that can get quite tiresome and it does stagnate a bit, which is why I like the 1 month rolling prison format. It also means we don't go over the alphas and, you know, encounter all the bugs and changes that new alpha brings. So it has several advantages. So like I say, moving over to different alphas though, 1 month rolling prison doesn't mean abandoning the prisons. I really despise abandoning a project. So it does mean completing and releasing in that month's time frame. And the previous one, which was our first attempt at it, was actually successful. I think I went over by a couple of days. I was shy of the mark by a couple of days. So I think I can forgive myself for moving over that, since it's our first attempt at doing and completing a prison in 1 month. So this is, like I say, same format. This prison, 1 month. Here we go. This episode is all about the planning. No building whatsoever, okay? Because it allows me to plan the prison out how I think we should do it, and then you to give me feedback and comment on it and suggest changes, etc., improvements and all that, and then we can implement that in episode 2, just like we did in the previous series. This prison is completely different to anything I've built previously, whether it be recorded episodes or just me playing privately. I have never built any prison like the one I'm about to do. It could work, it also could be a fantastic failure, so it is a fair warning on this one. After watching several people build other videos and looking on the Steam Workshop and watching the Alpha 11 video by IV and browsing the forums and such and the Prison-Arcitect subreddit, I was looking for inspiration for something different, because my prisons tend to be quite generic. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather they function. I'm not one for just causing riots and that. I really like them to function, which is what I tend to go for. But this is more style over substance, I feel. But it should work. Should. As I said, I've never built something like I'm about to build before, so we'll see. I actually woke up at 4:30 in the morning with this idea and jotted it down for the next half hour. I know, I should get out more. And I don't know whether the inspiration came from looking at other people's prisons and sort of taking elements from that, or the massive amount of seriously strong cheddar that I ate before I went to bed. So who knows? Either way, this is what we're going to do. Like I said, this is all about planning this episode, and then obviously post in the comments your feedback and suggestions. And I understand that your feedback and suggestions might be start again, because this is rubbish. So I need to just plot out what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is find the center of this thing. So I believe this is 88 long. It's 86 long, so that would be 43. So if I go to 43 and then cut that out, and then if I cut along there, that should be 43. Yeah, and we'll cut that out, and then that should be the direct center of this bit that I've made. Let me just cut all that out there. We're just putting in the a couple of markers. That's 41, and this should be 41 as well. Right, there we go. It is. It's very important for me to get this right early on, because otherwise the whole prison doesn't work. That is 76, so what's that? 35, 6, 7, 8. 38, so we'll go to 38, and we'll cut that one off, and then we'll pull this down. Is that right? 38, yeah, and we'll cut that one off, and then that is the direct center of our entire map. This is obviously a small map. I did ask in the previous video what you want to do as regards to map size, and I asked that before before my brain sort of processed the fact that Alpha 11 allows you to buy extra plots of land. So I'm just going to stick with a small map, and then when I build extra, I'll just buy these extra plots of land. If you didn't know, in Alpha 11, when you go up in bureaucracy, you can get the ability to buy extra plots and expand the map. So I feel just starting on small and then expanding outwards is the best idea. Anyway, so this is our. That looks bigger that way. That looks bigger than that one. This should be perfect. Hang on, that should be 41, and this should be 37. It is 37. Let me just check this one as well. 41. Yep, that's fine. And 37. That is, it's 37, and then this one should be exactly the same. So 41, no, 37, Yep, and 41. Yes, that's fine. And finally, this can only be the same, but we'll check it anyway. 37 and 41. 41. So, we now have 4 tracts of land that I've separated out. Now I need to find the centre of one of these. So I believe it'll, what's 41, so what's that? Actually, let's just go to 17 and then 17. And that'll be 7 there. So, you might be wondering why I'm doing this. This is, like I say, this is something when I woke up and went, aha, this is what we're going to do. Now, let's start building, shall we? So we're going to do 3, and then 2, and then 2. And then 1, 1, 1. And then 2, and then 2, and then 3, and then 7, like so. And then we're going to go for 3, and then 2, and then 2, and then 1, 1, 1, and then 2, and then 2, and then 3, and then 7. And then we're going to go back to our 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 7. Can you see what I'm making here? 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3. There's our circle, okay? Circle. This is the difference. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to have circular pods. It's a pod prison. So I will have a pod there. We'll have a pod there. We can have a pod there. And we can have a pod there. And when we expand, we just add more pods. Each pod will contain something different. So we'll have, I've worked out that one of these pods, if I designate it as cells, I can have 40 prisoners in each pod. That also includes a shower area and a yard area in the centre. Like I say, this is different to anything I've built before, and like I say, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if this will work. I really don't. I know there's been a couple of roundish prisons before. There has been a couple of people that have built roundish prisons before, and there's one that comes to mind. I actually can't remember the name of it at the moment, but there's one guy that's made a really good round prison. Oh, it's got like 3 round sections, like one there, one there, one there. If you go on the, if you watch the Prison-Arcitect Alpha 11 video, you will actually, they actually show it in there. And I think that's probably where most of this inspirations come from. Like, I'm just going to build up to 7, and then 3, and then 2, and then 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, and then 3. See, the good thing about doing it this way, if I get it wrong all the way around, it won't join up. So, you know, that's okay. Right, we need to do the same over here. So, I believe it was 17 and 17. Hang on. Yeah, we can't do that, man. We have to do it like that. 17 and then 7. Was it 7? I keep forgetting the sizes. Yeah, it was 7. And then we're going to build off here. So 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. So like I say, the idea is that I can have different pods for different things. I'm also going to be filling the center up as well. Now, like I say, each pod will contain something different, or it can contain something different. I am totally up for suggestions on what you think each pod should contain. Obviously, we'll have some of them that will be just... oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. We will have some that are just designated as cell blocks, really. You know, that are just really meant for holding prisoners. But we'll also have ones, obviously, kitchen. We'll have a workshop one. We'll have a... like a holding cell one, a security area one, etc. So, you know, we've got a lot of options here. Is that going to work? Yeah, there we go. And then finally we can work on this side. The good thing about this, as I said earlier, I am a big fan of symmetry, as you probably know if you've watched any of my previous videos. You know that I really like a... not a total mirror image, but I am a fan of you know, symmetry in life in general, really. But especially when I'm building things, I do like symmetry, and I like to try and make things, you know, as symmetrical foundation-wise as I can. Obviously, it's not feasible and not practical to do something that's like a complete, like, you know, a copy, like copy, because you want to have different rooms and different things. There's no point, and like I say, it's not feasible to do a complete symmetrical prison, but I do like to keep the buildings like that, and there we go, there's that final one. So, there's our our pods, or the 4 pods that I plan on building straight away. The great thing is that when I expand, I just build another pod and then build things inside it. Now, this center bit, we also need to start putting some things in as well. So I need to get rid of this bit and then go 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Is it? No, it's just 1, isn't it? Like I said, I've already sort of planned this out in my head how I want to do it. So we're going to go down, but like that, and then start coming down like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we can just get rid of that bit there. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then how big is that? It's 5, so it's up to there. There we go. And then we will do the same thing here. So we'll go 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Get rid of all that, and then down to 5, like so. And then we will copy the same thing up here. This is like the adjoining bit. This is what joins the pods together. It's like a hub, if you will. We'll connect that up, and then to 5 there. Get rid of that. Obviously, these ones here are a little bit wider than these. I could get them closer, but I don't want to do that. See, as you can see, like the gap between here is only 5. No, it's only 4, but the gap between here is considerably more. It's what? 8. Yeah, it's a lot more. The reason for that is actually intentional. Is that I want areas down here. Like, I could make a little, like, V thing here, or like a little pyramid that I can put extra stuff in that might not fit in the pods. That's the idea anyway. Right, we'll just pull this down. So 5, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then 2, 2, and then 5. 5 to there, yeah. Okay, we can actually get rid of them now. We don't really need these extra bits here. Get rid of them all. And like so. Okay, and then obviously this one will have our... This is where the entrance to the prison will be, but we can work that out in a moment. And I'm just going to pull that down to there, like 5, and then just for the time being, block it off. And I'll do the same up here, so up to 5, like that. Pull it up, oh, no, like that, and block it off. Is that about right? That's about right, and we'll do the same up here. 5, that's 6. Actually, this one really doesn't matter because it's going to go along and adjoin to that one there. No, we're probably going to have another one of these V sections in it. So, here we go. This is our plan. Obviously, this bit will be grass. These bits will be grass here. And this is going to be an inside bit. In fact, to make it a bit easier to understand, let's put these like so. So we know, you know, as if there's like going to be a door there. Which obviously there's going to be a door here. There'll be a door there, and then we can have doors there as well. So, this will be probably the cafeteria. I'll probably make that the cafeteria. And I'm going to have... this area around here as probably cooking, maybe? I don't know. I could have the kitchen around here. Who knows? Anyway, let's get on with the one of these pods. So I need to get the center, which I know is that. There's the center, and then 1, 2. And then what I'm going to do is have like a... hang on. I'm going to have a little bit that's going to be yard. So it'll be... like this. That'll be our yard. Or do I just do it like that? Make it just a square bit in the centre? I could have just a square bit in the centre for the yard. Doesn't really matter. Like that. There's our yard bit. Or do I want 1, 2, 3... I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this. I don't know whether I want to do it like that. See, that makes a bit more sense because then it's round, doesn't it? Really. Let me just cut these off and see what we have. See what we like. Cut them off and then cut that off like that, because then that's more round. Yeah, that's rounder, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do like just like that. Excellent. Doors wise, we'll have 2 double doors like that. Like I say, I've already planned this out. So 2 double doors. Hang on, that doesn't work. Let me put them back in. Put that back in. Right, 2 double doors, like so. Yeah, and we'll have the one gap in the centre. Hang on. Have I messed up here? I have messed up. Let me just put this back. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That makes more sense now. Yes, there we go. So, 2 double doors and 2 double doors there. This is the same thing on this side. And that one... Actually, we're doing this wrong, because this one is the one we want to have our prisoners in. So let's expand out. That one's going to be like a... Probably like a support one. A support pod. So we're going to have our bureaucracy, our officers, our utilities, etc. in this one, and probably visitation as well in this pod here. And then this one is going to be where we put prisoners. So we will expand out. So 1, 2. I really like the planning tool. I can't get enough of this planning tool. 1, 2, 3, and then what was it, like that? I believe it was like that, wasn't it? So it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, and then 1, 2, and then go up like so. And we'll cut that out, cut all them out, and then cut that down like that. So when I build the foundations, hang on, let me just cut the space for the doors out like that. When I build the foundations, I'll make sure this isn't a foundation area, because then that's where I'll actually have that's where I'll have the yard, so we can have just a little bit of yard in each pod. I will have a walkway that goes right up the centre. And then each side around here will have our prisoners. Now I've worked out that I can fit in about 10 or so prisoners or cells in each little bit, but there's no doors on the cells. It's literally just this. I'll show you what I had planned. It was like literally like this. It was like cell, 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 and then like cell, 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 etc. No walls. There was no walls on it. It was just, there you go. What it sort of reminds me of is like a space colony style thing, where each area is, it is just like a more of a common sleeping area, even though there's actually toilets in each individual cell, and in reality you'd be peeing and there'd be like 3 other people around, like loads of other people around you. But if you think of a military situation, that's exactly what, if you think of like the head, is what it's called in military terms, I believe. The toilets, there's no stalls there really. It's just like 10 toilets just in a row, or at least certain films have it like that. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So well, assuming you don't want change, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have open cells, and in like around here, I believe it was something like that. There was like that's where the shower was, and there was showers in each corner. And then the only thing we're really missing is a common room, which I will put at these corners here. That's what these corners are for. So we should probably put in our area up here. Let me just cut that out, because we don't need that. I'm gonna put this bit in here. Pull down to the center, and we just need to go straight across just to work where the center is, like so. That's the center. Then 1, 2, and then I know where to build. Or do I know where to build? No, I don't. 1, 2. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it's like that. There we go. So then once I've got my starting bit, I know where to go from there. So it's 2 along, then 1, and then 2, 2. 2 along, 1, and then 2, 2. And then we can just get rid of that. And again, there's our other yard. These bits here, these are the entrances to the yard. And then we can have the open bit there. Now, I have to really start thinking about what we're going to do here. This is why this type of prison is really slightly annoying in some ways, because, excuse me, taking a drink. This is where it's getting a little bit annoying, because I need to really think about how I'm going to approach these areas here. Now, this this is going to be the canteen, I think, because this is in the center-ish, and this area, obviously, if I get 2 other prison pods here, I can then put like another canteen there as well. Although 2 canteens is a little bit ropey, so we might it allows us to expand to that if we need to, but we can think about that when we come to it. We might just stick with these. This might just be our prison, just like this, which that's what I'm planning on doing. But the thing is, because it's pod based, I can put 2 pods and then connect it back up. It's just going to be the same pods and then move them along. But anyway, yes, I think this is going to be our canteen and our main gathering area. So we need to put the kitchen somewhere. The kitchen can be... I could put it here near the entrance, couldn't I? Because I could always move the entrance down to the bottom. Although that really bugs me. I think I'm going to have the entrance around here. By the way, that wall doesn't exist. That wall isn't going to be a thing. Because, let's say, because it's pod based and everything's internal, we don't need a wall. Right, so there's our these are the 2 areas for prisoners. So this is sort of cell block A, cell block B. They should be able to hold 80 prisoners. So that's probably more than... Do we have 60 before? Yeah, we should probably be able to hold more prisoners than we had before, which is okay. I haven't yet decided on what type of prisoners we're going to have. I did ask what you want to do, and currently it's on a tie with high-risk prisoners or mixed. So I don't know whether to do just all high-risk or mixed prisons. I've never done a mixed prison, really, so I might do that. Maybe have that as... Maybe is that high-risk, that is medium-risk? I don't know. Post in the comments what you think we should do. Anyway, so this area here. This is going to be our... what should we call it? Our utilities and... utilities area? Would you call it that? I don't know. This is going to be where we're going to put our... all of the random things. So our utilities, we're going to put our officers in there, our security station, etc. all in this bit. So we're still going to section it off like so. And then we can have like that bit is office, that bit is something else, that bit is something else, and that bit is something else. You get the idea, don't you? Excellent. So this bit will have as our utilities. So if we have, for example... assuming we build a wall like that. This is only assuming we build a wall like that for it, because I'm not against building walls and such inside each one of the pods, but just for the prisoners and the cells here, it just happened that it's more efficient to not do it. I did think about doing like a round, like sort of prison, like a weird working from the center sort of cell blocks like this, and I did attempt it. On a previous prison, and it does work, but pathfinding really has a problem with it. So I'm just for the sake of pathfinding, I'm not going to bother. Anyway, this is going to be our cell, this is going to be our utilities area, I think. Do we have utilities here, or do we have utilities? No, we're gonna have utilities here. I like the idea of having it here. So we're gonna have. We need a 3x3 area for our 3x3 for our power plant, and then we need another gap all the way around to make it a 4x. Is it gonna be a 5x5? Yeah, it'll be a 5x5 for the because of the size of this thing. It would be a 5x5 because of the where we have this, because of the size of our because of the capacitors that go around it. Now I'm starting to think we shouldn't have it in here. Maybe we should have it here, like that, and then down here. But then I'm not going to be able to put these anywhere, so we're definitely going to have it in here. Yeah, we're going to have it in here. Right, let's think about this. What if we section it off like this? We're going to have two. We're definitely going to have two power plants, because by the time we power this and this, we know we've got really no room left. So, what if I make... Let me just split this off like this. Let me just split them all off, because I think that's just the way this thing's going now. There's not, like I said, this prison, more than anything else, more than any other prison, I've actually put more thought into it at the start. The previous series, I just went, nah, I think we should build it like this, and that's how we built it. But this one, I've put a bit of thought in, but I'm sort of struggling now, because I haven't thought about where I'm going to put things in here. A certain amount of mental effort is required. So if I have, I don't know, maybe that is the kitchen. I wouldn't mind a big kitchen area, which could be this. If I have that as kitchen, that is storeroom. Does that work? That seems to work for me. Yes, I think it does. In fact, what I might do is, because this is only a smallish... because there's only like a smallish area, and there won't be many people going in and out, I don't need two large doors. I could probably get with one smaller door. Pull that back and extend this wall to here, and that'll give me more room for these. In fact, yeah, let's do that. That seems like a good idea. That seems like a good idea. It isn't. It might not be a good idea, but it seems like one. Hang on, how have I done this? Was it like that? No, it's nothing like that. How have I done it here? 1, 2, 3. Hang on, have I messed this up? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. No, it's like that. There we go. Yes, like that. So this can be our cooking area. This can be where our food and stuff's kept. This area can be storage, like so, and then we can get rid of all of them. And that wall's there, and then that wall there. That can be storage. Okay, now I'm liking where this is going now. This is getting there now. And then cut that bit out, and cut them out. Alright, okay, cut that out, and that can be our office area, where I will put separate, well, one, it's going to be one bit, just like the cells here, I will just go to office and, you know, do like office, 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 like that. That'll be our office area, and then this bit, obviously we might as well, you know, do the same thing with this one like we've done the rest, so we'll cut these down, and in like that, like so, yeah, like there, is that right? Yep. Although to be fair, we can just do that, can't we? Really, we don't need to mess about with it with that bit there. We just do that, because that's where the entrance is. See, that's why the planning tool comes in handy. See, I know the dedicated people for my videos, because this episode, the first episode of the Prison-Arcitect planning bit, you know the dedicated people, because they're the ones that watch it from start to finish and then comment on it. If you're listening to this now, yeah, you're dedicated. You're definitely dedicated. Right, so we have cook area, like kitchen and such, supplies, which, you know, we can, because we can do that, and then the supply area is there. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, so supplies. What's this bit going to be? Something. This can be office. And this can be our utilities area. Right, so we're finally moving on to utilities. So we need a 5x5 and then a 5x5. There's our two... is that our two bits? 5x5, that's going to be our... In the centre like that, that centre bit there, that 3x3 is going to be our first power plant, and then all them capacitors on the outside, and then that's the same, and then we've got our water pump there. This one will go down and power the bottom row. This one will go along and power this row. That's the plan. And obviously then we've got the water there, which we can pump any which way we want. Sounds about right. That looks about right. I think that's about right. Yeah, that seems about right. Kitchen, I can work on that in a bit. I need some sort of entrance, which I will put probably there and there. Entrance at both sides. Obviously, we need an entrance to this bit as well, which we will put... might as well put it... No, we don't need to put it there. We can put it there. And then we'll put that entrance there. And... See, these areas here, they only need one entrance just for a cleaner to get in. That is it. They don't need any other entrance, really. This is our storage area, which I will put entrances probably all over the place, actually. There, and there. Actually, just for the sake of it not looking rubbish, we'll put it like that. Or like that. Yes, there we go. So, all these little gaps will be doors. This will be our office area, this will be our storage area, this will be our cooking area, and this will be our utilities area. Whew, okay, this will be our big area for work for canteen and such. Now we need visitation and workshops, and workshops are the most important because we get lots of money from workshops. Lots of money. So, in the previous one, I had a bit of a problem because workshops are a fickle thing. And they really like taking things from different places. I'm going to open this up like so. Make it a big open area. Oh, hang on. No, let me put that back in. I always do that. That and that. Make it a big open area. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that about right? That seems about right to me. Although, is it? Yeah, why not? Whatever. So, that's our entrancey area. No, put it back, put it back, put it back, put it back. Let's put it back. Let's start again. Let's find the center first. You always find the center. And we found the center of our pod. So, we can then work on how we're going to have the workshops. Plural here. Shops. I will have probably this as visitation. And then I want probably an infirmary somewhere. And I also want workshops as well. Although workshops, I have a feeling I could probably put them down here. Putting them down here allows me to build workshops as I expand. But then that's a bit of a problem because then I'm going to have to take materials. No, sack it. This is going to be the workshop area. This is going to be all workshop, right? I've decided. So, what I'm going to have in the center, probably about 6 upwards, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have it like that. Now, it doesn't need to be that big, actually. We can probably trim that down somewhat, like that. Do we even need it that big? I really don't think we do. Actually, let's just make it square, shall we? We might as well just have it square. 5, and then 5, and 5, and 5, and then 5, and then 5, and then 5. Like so. Does that work? This is going to be our, like, workshop storage, because we need, obviously we need a storage area, right? That's something that it's something you need. Because when you have workshops just like, that's a Pokeball, right? Red, blue, no, sorry, red and cream? Which way is it? Red on top or red on the bottom? I should know that, I really should. Anyway, I digress. The workshops, if I designate that as workshop and then designate that as workshop, everything will be taken to this one primarily. So I'm gonna have this as my first workshop. This will be my first workshop, and it'll just contain tables, and that's where everything will be taken. I need to quickly go to rooms, and no, materials, and objects even. How big is a bench? It is, no, not a bench, a table. Is it 4? It's 4, right? It is 4 wide, so making that square is a bit stupid because we can't fit many in. And actually, if we could do it like, if we have it like 1, 2, and then we could just run the tables like 1, 2, 3. If we make it a little bit bigger, I think, for the amount of tables that I think I'm going to need, like that. In fact, no, like that. In fact, I'm putting it to my original design spec, and that's probably making it too big as well. Oh, I can't decide. Ambiguity, you little minx. Right, let's make it like that. Let me just square it off, yeah. Let me just square it off like that. That might be a bit better. And then we will go to our materials again. No, objects, table, and then we can have a table there and the table there, and then move the table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the same up there. There we go. And then, but we can still, just for the sake of making it a little bit round, cut them edges off there. And then we will drag up, we're gonna have, how are we gonna have this? Do we have it like, cut that off there? Or do we have just an entrance? No, we'll have the double entrance. I like the double entrance on these. Anywhere where there's prisoners going, really, you want a double entrance like that. Really. Anyway, just chop that back in there. Yeah, you want a double entrance, really. So, well, it'll be like that. Then we'll extend that up, like so. That's a massive amount of wasted space, though, isn't it? That's far too much waste. You know what? No. Let's just have 1. Let me just bring it back down to 1, like that. And then go up like that. Will that work? Yeah. I think we're going to do that. I think... yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We'll have 1. And we'll go up like so. And open these up. And even though we're probably never going to ever go to this side, we're still going to do it. And move on like that. Have an entrance in all of these ones. And then finally we'll do the bottom one. Like I say, the reason we can... because it's pod based, we can then... if we want to extend it, we can. And we can just join it up. Easy, right? Simple. Is that about right? That looks about right to me. Obviously we'll have entrances in the bits here. Like so. Actually, we'll have double entrances, yeah, because we can on these ones. Double entrances. I'll probably lock the door open anyway, so it's not really going to be a problem. Double entrances on these, like so. And do we have them here as well? Oh, we need somewhere to get in here, so we'll just have double entrances. No, not double entrances, because you can't. Do I? No, just singles here. I only want singles up the top to allow access to... No, that bit's wrong. To allow access so you can go in there and then in quickly. That's why I want that like that. And there's that. So it'll be... All of them will be workshops on the outside. And then that'll be workshop in the centre as well. So there's our workshop area. So we've got, just to clarify, we have all workshop. No, that's not too bad. Then we have... a bit that's really doing my head in here. Why is that? Ah, there we go. Right, so we have all workshop. Then we have utilities. We have our kitchen. We have our storage. And we have our office. That seems about right to me. That seems okay. So, what are we missing? Oh, and we got cell blocks, showers in the cell blocks, yard. What are we missing? We're missing visitation. We are missing... What else we're missing? We're missing visitation. We're missing cleaning. We're missing laundry. Ah, laundry! You funny thing, you. What else we're missing? Let me have a quick look. Canteen, yeah. Solitary. We haven't got solitary either. Ooh, solitary. I might put solitary in these bits around here. So, where am I going to put our laundry? This could be a bit of a laundry here. I could put like laundry there. If I do it there, I won't be able to extend it though. Is that a problem? Because I can just extend it above and below. As long as the laundry is roughly in the centre, I don't really mind. Yeah, let's put it there. Let's go to planning and we will go 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, then 2, and then 3, and then we'll pull it back. And actually, no, we're not going to do that. We will just... We will stop, was it 2, then 2, and how have I done it? I've went just like 2, then 2, and then 8 across, which I can't do 8, 2, and then 2, and then 8 across, I can't do 8, so we're just going to do up to there, and then pull this right down, and we'll join this up. This will be our laundry area. It's a bit big, actually, probably not, it's probably oversized, but rather that than, doing it the other way. Why is that? That is so wrong. That's because we don't have a 3, that's why. Let's go, of course. 1, 2, 3. Does that look about right? Is that right now? Yeah, okay. Laundry area. There's our laundry. I'm thinking now that we're not going to expand this way. We can expand up that way and down that way. And then the laundry can come out, do that one, and then move through this door if need be and do that one. But we can always, as we've done with this one, like that, make that like a, whatever you call that shape there, like the diamond shape. We can always extend that into a diamond and move off as well. Another advantage that this idea has is that if I never get any more done than this, what you see here, at least it'll be working, and then you can expand it when you get the save file. Yeah. And see, I want to see. Actually, I'm really looking forward to that. Assuming this works, assuming this works and we get there, releasing this to yourself and then seeing how big people can make this. Yes, that'll be unbelievably big. Right. So we got laundry put in there. Obviously, we're gonna have a door there as well. Laundry, and now we need visitation and cleaning cupboards. And solitary, in fact. Solitary I can probably do around here. I could probably plan around here. And it's something I don't actually really need to plan right now. Solitary, I can always put that in later into, like, areas around here. I could probably just put it... I can probably just line this area with it. Probably not the best idea, however, but it is an idea nonetheless. Visitation. We're going to put visitation around here. So, let's get rid of that. And we'll expand these down, and then we'll go 2. We're just going to basically follow this down like this to about there, actually. I think that'll do us, and then drag it along, and then we'll do the same here. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems a shame not to follow the same pattern, doesn't it? There we go, and like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can have our deliveries. Obviously, we'll move our deliveries as well to allow access to deliveries here and garbage there. In fact, I might do that now. No, I'm not going to do it now. So if we have the entrance here, Where am I going to put... Let me just extend that right down a bit, actually. And we'll put that right along like that. Because obviously if deliveries wasn't there, I would have probably done this anyway. Extend that down to have this as deliveries. Which would make a lot more sense, because then deliveries would be right next to this one. Ah, right, now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Hang on, let me just rethink this a bit. 2, and then 2, and then 3, and then pull it down and along. Yeah, there we go. That's more like what we have previously. 2, and then 2, and then 3, and then pull it down, and then along. Okay, this can be our... I don't know what you would call it. The... We'll have visitation here, I guess. We'll have... do I have it like that? Section off like that. We'll have visitation and security, because we don't yet have a security area. No, we don't. We don't yet have a security area, which that's what that can probably be. We'll be able to fit a couple of cameras in there, certainly. Although it would be nice if it was a little bit bigger, but I don't like building one. I always liked building at least one off the edge, because it was glitchy back in the day. I don't know if it is now, but I always try to do that. So we can move deliveries and garbage up to here, really. Actually, we can put deliveries there and garbage there if we need to, although it is a bit far away, so I don't know. We'll sort out deliveries in a bit. We can move it over. So visitation, and... Obviously, we'll have several bits like this. We'll have the entrances there. And we'll have several gaps so the prison don't just go, hey, and run out. We'll have several doors there. Yeah, visitation and our security area. We're now missing cleaning cupboards, which cleaning cupboards could as easily go in a little bit here or around here, as well as solitary. You know what? I think I... don't really need to plan the rest from there. I don't think we need to go any further, really, because I've blocked off this knuckle. You could call it a knuckle, couldn't you? I've blocked off this knuckle because, you know, this is going to be our laundry. Ideally, we would want another one of these, like this, like a triangle shape, to triangle there, and then continue on with the pod building. But as a sort of temporary solution, this is blocked off in laundry. We can then have this area here. We could... I don't want to just put something here, because then that blocks that off as well. We'll leave these open. I can easily open it out and do other things with it if we need to extend. So what I need to work out is where to put, if we just go to rooms a second, where to put our infirmary and morgue. Oh god, I forgot about them as well. Ah, we should really make one of them infirmary and a morgue. I might do that as well. Infirmary and a morgue. And we also haven't got our common rooms. These areas here we're going to make common rooms, I think. Although we might extend it down to here. I don't know. I'm a bit stuck on this one. I really need your feedback on this one before I can really continue any further. I am up for actually doing the same. I'm sort of reneging on what I've just said there. Pulling these back and making it like a half... as like a diamond, sorry, as like a pyramid bit, and then putting this is maybe the infirmary, this is maybe common room. Oh no, make both of them common rooms, and then we can have the infirmary maybe around one of these, and then maybe around these edges here, or around these edges here, like there and there. We could probably have our... solitary. Yes. Or something. I don't know. I need your feedback on this one. What do you think? This is the great thing about doing it this way. I'm going to get your feedback now on your ideas, and that might be to scrap the whole prison, but hopefully it'll be an idea for how we can continue on. But for the most part, things are in that we need. It's certainly functional if we built this now, because we have all of our utilities and our cooking area. We have a canteen. We have 2 massive cell blocks, we have all of our working area, we have storage, etc, etc, security, visitation, laundry. The only thing we don't have is an infirmary and a morgue and a cleaning cupboard, which, to be fair, you don't technically need. You never need an infirmary and a morgue if people don't get hurt and killed, respectively. And you don't need a cleaning cupboard if you just hire janitors. So, I don't know. We'll have to have a think about this one. Let me know in the comments what you think, feedback, etc. And we will go from there next episode. I hope this isn't too esoteric and random, and I really hope we can make this work. Let me know in the comments. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. And yes, there is actually a tree being placed in the middle of the road. I've known that all episode, I just hadn't mentioned it. Okay, bye.